The first thing you notice after entering the cave is total silence. Not even the bats follow you. In this video, I've brought you 5 deadly and terrifying caves from around the world. Places where entering them has only one meaning. There's no coming back. 1. Blood Cave, Mexico, Grutas de Cacahuamilpa. In the heart of Mexico, in the state of Guerrero, there is a vast and ancient cave called Blood Cave, which, according to legends, was one of the oldest sites of hominid activity and pagan sacrificial rituals. However, the actual name of this cave is Grutas de Cacahuamilpa, but the locals call it Blood Cave because, in the past, many skeletons of individuals who had perished without any clear reason were found there. This cave is one of the largest caves on Earth, stretching over 1.5 kilometers in length, and only 20% of it has been explored. The air inside is very cold and humid, and the sound of bats and water droplets falling from the ceiling creates a complete sense of isolation. There are numerous reports of tourists going missing in this cave, and even a few cases of unexplainable deaths have been recorded here. But the scariest story about this place is this. In the 1970s, a group of young people entered the cave, and only one of them was found 2 weeks later, without memory, naked, and repeatedly saying just one phrase: "They are in the darkness." This cave remains a mystery, and the Mexican government does not allow unrestricted access to it. If you decide to go there, know that you might never come back out. 2. The Death Cave of Daojiangdong, China. In Guizhou Province, China, there is a cave that dates back to prehistoric times, and people call it the Cave of Death. This cave, named Daojiangdong, has a unique feature. Any living creature that approaches it suddenly dies or becomes unconscious, without any apparent reason. The reason for this phenomenon is the high concentration of methane and carbon dioxide gases inside the cave, which can fatally suffocate anyone who breathes it in less than a few minutes. In the 1980s, a Chinese exploration team entered the cave to uncover the cause of animal deaths, but several members of the team never came back out. But that's not all. In 2006, a French research group attempted to document the cave, but one of the photographers in the group suddenly collapsed while walking. There were no signs of physical injury or trauma, yet his breathing had stopped. The cave is still under military surveillance by China, and entry is strictly prohibited. This is a place where even death doesn't know why it comes. 3. The Manaus Cave, Brazil. Deep within the temperate rainforests of the Amazon in Brazil, there lies a cave known as Manaus Cave, which has been attracting legends and mysteries for decades. Due to its geographical location, this cave resembles more of a dark, deep abyss, plunging nearly 300 meters into the earth. However, the most terrifying aspect of this cave is the repeated reports of human-like sounds that seem to emanate from within. Sounds such as whispers, sobs, and even forgotten screams. Several research teams over different decades have attempted to reach the bottom of the cave, but none have succeeded. In 2014, a group of Brazilian spelunkers tried to map the cave, but one of them, after reaching a depth of 200 meters, inexplicably detached from his oxygen device, raised his hands toward the darkness, and then vanished. In the last audio recording, only one sentence remained: "They were waiting." I realized it. 4. The Van Scheller Cave, nicknamed Endless, was formed around 8,000 years ago by volcanic lava flows. It stretches nearly 200 meters in length, but its dark twists and deep pits make it feel like it has no end. The cave walls are completely slippery, covered in black mineral deposits, and the air inside is heavy and sometimes suffocating due to ancient volcanic gases. The biggest fear for visitors, however, isn't just physical. Many have reported hearing strange sounds in the absolute silence of the cave, like whispers or screams calling their names, and even seeing shadows that seem to move behind them. The documented story of a Danish filmmaker has truly fueled these legends, since no cause of death was ever found. Only his terrified face shocked everyone. Currently, the cave is completely closed and entry is prohibited, but countless stories and rumors about the forgotten presence inside continue to spread. Bandskjellur Cave is located on the Snæfellsnes Peninsula in Iceland and is approximately 8,000 years old. This cave was shaped by volcanic eruptions and lava flows, making its structure quite different from limestone caves and giving it more of a spiral tunnel-like appearance. The cave is about 200 meters long and lies 35 meters below the surface. Its interior consists of narrow corridors, deep shafts, and walls with a black, slippery texture, making movement challenging and thrilling. To enter the cave, you must be accompanied by a professional guide because some areas are extremely dark and dangerous, and the air inside can become heavy and sometimes hard to breathe due to volcanic gases. 5. Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, USA. Mammoth Cave, located in the state of Kentucky in the United States, is the largest known cave system in the world, with over 650 kilometers of discovered passageways. This cave is considered one of the most important natural tourist attractions in America, thanks to its unparalleled vastness, stunning rock formations, and winding corridors. Every year, thousands of visitors travel to Kentucky to explore it. However, hidden within this cave are dark and strange stories. In the 19th century, the cave was used as a uranium mine. Hundreds of workers labored under extremely harsh conditions without proper safety equipment. Unfortunately, many of them became seriously ill or lost their lives due to exposure to radioactive materials and dangerous radiation. It is said that the remains of some of these workers are still buried in parts of the cave. Some visitors and workers even claimed to have heard moans or screams deep within the dark tunnels, which seemed to belong to those unfortunate laborers. But the scariest and most mysterious story tied to this cave dates back to 1972. That year, a young couple entered restricted and unexplored sections of the cave without informing the authorities. A few days later, only the girl was found. She was severely frightened and psychologically traumatized, repeatedly muttering just one sentence, the eyes in the darkness." The boy's body was later discovered at a distance, but strangely, his eyes had grotesquely bulged out of their sockets. To this day, no one has been able to provide a logical explanation for what happened, and this incident has become one of the unsolved mysteries of Mammoth Cave.